Hello, friends. So, after reading that wonderful story about all the different kinds of houses that people can live in, I want you to design a birdhouse that is totally different than any sort of birdhouse that you have ever seen before. It can look like a ship, it can look like an apartment building, it can look like any one of those birdhouses that you saw today in the story. Now, what kind of materials can you use? Any type of materials. The sky's the limit. You can use the same sort of stuff we did yesterday. You can use collage. You could use paint. You could use crayon. You can use paint and crayon and collage. You could use anything you want. It's got to be a flat surface, though. We're not going to build. It's not going to be a sculpture. It's a flat surface. So I want you to think you could use magazines. I had a friend yesterday who used magazines for his birdhouse, and it came out outstanding. He was the only one that did that. It was so creative. So you could use magazines. You could use construction paper. You could use paint. You could use crayon. You could markers. You could use them all together. But I want you to design a birdhouse that is like none other. It could look like a ship. It could look like a spaceship. It could look like a apartment building. It could look like an island, whatever you want. But it's got to be a birdhouse that doesn't look like the type of birdhouse that you would normally see. You have to use your imaginations. So turn on those imaginations, get those hands ready to build, and think about what it's going to look like. What will your birdhouse look like? Take your time because you are artists. And artists think about what they're going to do. Maybe you're going to make a couple sketches first. But think about those houses that we saw in the story and the different kinds of houses people live in. Maybe it's going to look like an adobe structure like you did with Miss Ammons. I don't know. It could be anything you want. The sky's the limit. Maybe it's going to be a spaceship. I don't know. It's up to you. You are the artist. You get to make all the decisions. It's so exciting. I can't wait to see what you make. But what I do want you to do is you are in first grade. You have the stamina to work the entire time. You have the craftsmanship to take your time and work as thoughtfully as you can and as neatly as you can and be as creative as you can. Like I said, you can use all the techniques you've learned up until now. It's so exciting, isn't it? It's exciting to be an artist. It's my favorite thing in the world. I can't wait to see what you've decided to design. And do you know what that kind of person is who designs buildings? We talked about it a little bit yesterday. The person that designs buildings is called an architect. That is an artist who designs buildings. So you are going to be an architect for a birdhouse. But you get to be a fancy architect for a birdhouse because you are using your imagination. Can't wait to see what you build.